Welcome back, my friends. Part two of news analysis, or at least, a different take on some titles and some articles that this mass media uh, vomits on us. So let's go with the next one. I just found this one. I will start with this one as a very interesting thing. Um, you go in the school and visit schools, or you see certain, um, how do you call those calendars and people saying stuff like intellectuals, philosophical stuff. uh, I look sometimes at certain people and I read, I don't know who that person is, for instance, a picture, and whatever that person says, and I'm thinking that is very shallow. I think Plato said it 2400 years ago, before you. The way you say it is shallow. Why are you here? Why don't they put Plato? Or a real thinker, they put you. Oh, it's political and to appease some people. I got that. So I'm going to read this person. I just saw it today. I thought it was like, oh my God, look at this. So it's this. I'm going to start reading. You will face many defeats in life, but never let yourself be defeated. Isn't that deep? I think one of my children said that when she was 5 or something, maybe 6. So you will face many defeats in your life, but never let yourself be defeated. Can you guess who that deep thinker is or was? It was not Aristotle. No, not, let's start the other way. It was not Socrates. No. It was not Plato. No. Not Aristotle. No. It was jump to what? It was not Immanuel Kant. It was not Friedrich Nietzsche. Right? It was not Hegel. No, I can go on and on. So it was Maya Angelou. You guessed it. Why is this posted? It's not deep. I mean, why? I mean, can they find something deeper than that? Maybe not. Just saying, I laughed. And I'm not picking on her because I know she's pushed, you know. I mean, I read poetry and I read certain kind of poetry, and then I go and I'm like, I'm not going to jump to Milton or Shakespeare. And I read Maya Angelou. No, no depth, no philosophical, no, no value, no value. Well, you can say that's my opinion. It's not. Compare it with other poets, and you'll find out. Okay, let's move on. Uh, Reuter, Reuters, February 24th, 2022, and here is the title. And I told you about this about 2 or 3 days ago. EU, European Union, boosts Bosnia force after Russia's invasion of Ukraine. So the first, it was an article that there were some problems with the Serbs in Bosnia, who kind of they want to be independent or something, and the Bosniaks don't like it, obviously. Then it was that article about a Russian foreign minister or something like that, an official going to Serbia to discuss cooperation, and all of a sudden, boom, Bosnia. So something is happening behind the scenes over there, and I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the Balkans to explode again. The problem is the Russians right now have a bad temper and a bad mood, and they have the claws and the jaws. In 1990s, they didn't. So I don't know what's going to happen there. I mean, I can um, try to talk about it a little bit, but I'm waiting for the thing to explode a little bit, and then I can talk about it right now. Now we have an article from, I think it's AXIOS, and it says IOC strongly condemns Russia for violating Olympic truce. All right, so this International Olympic Committee strongly condemns Russia for violating Olympic truce. People should not fight, no wars during the Olympics and so on. I didn't hear these guys strongly condemning Saudi Arabia bombing with the help of the United States bombing Yemen. Did you hear that? It's happening right now. I don't hear anything about, for instance, I don't know, in Middle East, some guys bombing other guys that are not supposed to. I don't hear the IOC saying anything about that. So that sounds to me like hypocrisy, like an order. Guys, now you got to start talking like that against that. And this is another example. All right, next one. Uh, Next one is The Week by David Ferris, and it's a contributing writer. Ooh, I wonder how much money he makes. From February 24th, 2022. Kick Russia off the UN Security Council. All right. That's what some people say. It says here that the US and its allies now must decide how to respond to this flagrant violation of Ukraine's sovereignty. One tool among many that shouldn't be that should be considered is the attempt to strip Russia of its seat on the United Nations Security Council. First, good luck with that. And then let's see here. Uh, what else we have on this one? So they want to do that with this, and as far as we know, right, Russia would have a veto power for resolutions and so on, like the United States has and China has, right? And let's see. So we don't like you. We're just gonna throw you to garbage. We're not gonna talk to you. And then they talk about we want to solve problems diplomatically. What does that tell you? Let's kick them out. Then don't talk to them. Sanction them. Do this, do this, do this. Put them in their knees, and then we're gonna negotiate while you're on your knees. Russia doesn't want to negotiate from being on their knees. That's the big problem. They don't want to negotiate while on their knees. Why should they be on their knees? They were so many years, and these guys just stepped on their noses all the time. And now they said enough. It's enough. Just reverse the roles and see if you would like it. All right. Instead of talking, it's the same ideology as these liberals, so called here, Democrats. They don't debate you with ideas and try to negotiate and so on. No, they try to call you names, and if they can, cancel you and send you somewhere else, and maybe you die because you can't find a job anymore, and they fire you and they boycott you, then they succeeded. That's a success for them. It's not a success of ideas because they don't really have many. Their idea is just, I gotta win. I need power regardless. So, yeah, why don't we just take Russia out of the UN Security Council? Yeah. And take China too while you're at it. And then this guy's going to form their United Nations with about at least 3/4 of the world's countries. Because I don't know if you're going to remain United Nations with uh, 1/4 and the other ones. Why? Because the other ones were screwed by the other guys that are in the that will remain in the UN Security Council. So out of what, five, right? If you kick two, the three of the other ones, they really screwed most of the world. So who do you think is going to stay with them? Are they going to threaten them? Are going to bribe them? Probably. But if you just let them to pick with whom, they would go with these two. I bet most of the countries. Why wouldn't they? All right, next one. I've been waiting for this report for a long time. Not because I don't have any investments in this thing or anything like that, but because it's not controlled by the government. It's a Bitcoin issue. So not being this taxed by and controlled by governments and their banks, then Bitcoin is going to be slashed. It's going to be destroyed until they comply and they become the slaves, the servants of governments and their banking systems. So it's from The Street, uh, February 24th, 2022, and the title is Bitcoin drops to its lowest since July. Can it collapse? Wishful thinking, I guess, by this person who, whatever. So it says here that, and it starts like this: Baron Rothschild. Oh my God, how would they mention that? I can't believe they mentioned Rothschild here. the 18th century British nobleman, banker maybe, maybe money changer. Uh, that guy profiteer. How about that? No, he was a nobleman. He was knighted after he bankrupt the Bank of England. Is that what it was? All right. He said a member of the Rothschild banking family was quoted as saying, "Why, when there's blood in the streets, even in the blood, even in the blood, it's our own." I think it's a mistake here. Even if the blood is your own. All right. Well, good, Baroness. And he says here that Bitcoin fell to 35,000, about $35,000 after Russia launched an attack on Ukraine overnight, uh, as the time of writing. This is the lowest level since July 20th, when prices fell to 29.971. The cryptocurrency is a long way down from its November high of $69,000, according to CoinGecko. Whew, and he says here, we're getting close to the bottom. No, because you got to make a deal with governments, with the power structures that own this planet, and with the banking system, with the financial system, and then you're going to be saved. When they're going to control you, you're going to survive. If they don't, they're going to take care of you. Now we have this. I think this is here. The next one is really bad. It's from The Hill, February 28, 2022, and it says Ben Crump, who I never heard of, but calls on Biden to pick Jackson as Supreme Court nominee. Now, before I read the article, I said, let me guess, it's 50-50 or not. This is not a white person, Jackson. Must be something else. And then there's a picture of this guy who's a civil rights attorney, Ben Crump, called on President Biden to pick a D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson as his Supreme Court nominee, saying in a statement she possesses the educational credentials and commitment required for such a position. That's great if that's why you would want him to pick her. But it says it's not really like that. Um, it says here, we, citing this guy, the judge, whatever he is, attorney, we African Americans eagerly await and demand that model. A talented African American woman who not only acts justly and uphold our Constitution, but it is rooted in an experience that so many of us share. That person is Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson. Crump, not Trump, Crump said. So this guy assumes that all black people think the same way and all had the same experience. Isn't that racist to say that? You can't assume a group to think as a monolith. That's an assumption, because then you say, that group, they are, oh, that's what, the color is green. Oh, they're all thieves. No, you use stereotypes then. So obviously this guy, I don't want him to represent me or to be in a court of law and be my judge, because I don't trust his abilities. Now, I have another article here about, actually, I have a few more, but I don't know if I'm going to continue now. I'm going to go to the third part. So, be smart, strong, um, look for the truth, and be just. See you in a minute. Bye.